Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it's time for a max effort upper day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, it would be greatly appreciated, thank you so much. And starting with a warm-up set, I'm doing those so that again showing people I have been messing with higher rep warm-ups lately. I don't do a lot of them, usually just one good set, and I want to build that up over time to build my work capacity, but I always do that on 1 to 2 exercises before we start, and on bench days it tends to just be bench, and I just rep out one plate. Today I decided to go ahead and test a training max with the Buffalo bar. Now I'm using a medium grip, and I want to note I'm sticking with pretty much medium grip for all my heavy work now. It's what I'm going to do for overall shoulder health. Again, things I've had to think about and look at, and so we got up to 322 today on this, so it's going good. It was a little grindy, and if you guys notice, I'm sticking still kind of in the midpoint, sticking in the middle, and it really tells me where I need to work more. And I know it's funny because I know that I need delt and I need tricep, but for my actual bench accessory, that tells me I really need to be sticking with stuff that gets me faster once we get off the chest. So it'll be floor press today, and I'm going to run some of this stuff in waves for a bit. And again, changing some of my supplemental workup because I've got to get thicker in the right places, right? I just need everything thicker. Only way my bench is going to go up. But on the other hand, I feel like the adjustments I've made with the speed work is working well. I have some ideas on a couple of things I might do with my max effort work moving forward, but I feel like some of the best stuff I've done lately has been adjusting my speed work. Because again, I'm noticing it's not affecting me now. I'm getting good workouts now on the max effort days. So I went ahead and did floor press. Now this has been for 10s the best I've been able to do for 10 so far, and I managed to go ahead and knock it out for 3 sets, but I think we only got 9 on the last set. All right, so it's just 225 on my floor press here, my medium grip. And I've got to build this up, right? I've got to build this up because this is going to be indicative of where my bench strength is. I think this has always been one of my good testers, has been the floor press. And I can look at my 10 rep sets on the floor press and I need them going up. And if they're going up, I know that the muscles where I'm weakest at in my bench are getting bigger. So I'm going to work on doing that. And you guys are going to notice I'm doing a lot more just stretch reflex type movements today. I'm not worried about a lot of the things that people want me to worry about. I don't care anymore. I'm going to come in and just pump volume for all my accessory work, try to progress on it, and just get thicker, right? We'll get thicker. We worry about all the pausing and stuff for the max work, the speed work, all of that. So a lot of this stuff I don't care as much, so I'm trying to get a little bit of a stretch reflex on the pull-ups. I'm not going to pause really on things like my floor presses always, other than maybe the last rep or 2 if I need to. So again, pumping volume within reasonable amounts of volume, because it's not going to be that much really. If we look at even if we count dips as chest, even though I'm doing them as a tricep exercise, we end up with what, 6 work sets for chest outside of the maxing, 6 for lats. Now, and I always want to remind people this is my range of motion on pull-ups, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because you guys will notice when we get to the end, notice that dead hang. Those are dead hangs at the end on some of those. That's my range of motion. But you know what? The lat stretch is phenomenal on these today. I really like the close grip. I want to mess with it a bit now that I've rotated through some different lat exercises through this last phase. I really get a lot out of this narrow grip as far as feeling my lats, right? The lat and the biceps to some extent, but the lat stretch and pump is phenomenal from this close grip for me. And it was actually pretty tough to get 3 sets of 10 today with just a 25. So I want to build this up because you guys have seen me do 5x5 with 70 on this, right? We've done all that. We've done 5s with 70. I want to work on the 10s now for a bit. Again, get thicker, and again, 3 sets of each exercise, 3x10. And this is an easy way to do stuff. So what am I doing on the conjugate today? 6 exercises, 3 sets of 10. And one of them doesn't count that much because it's a single joint. But here's what I would say with a lot of that. If you go over 5 exercises, one of them better be a single joint. If you go for a 6th. And I find realistically, I find that some of the other coaches out there who say this, that it's ideal. I find my clients And my lifters get the best results if we stick to 4 to 6 exercises. And in this case, because I'm only doing 3 sets, again, I can get away with the 5 to 6, I think, better. And then we did dips. Tricep pump, phenomenal today. This is why I'm doing the dips. You know, yes, they work the chest and everything, and some people are like, you're almost doing, I feel, is a chest type dip. No, the tricep, I'm feeling all tricep. So I'm doing these as a tricep movement. And then some people will say, but your lockout, that is, again, my elbows. But what people forget is the tricep doesn't just work at the end of the range of motion. The dip puts a stretch on the tricep. So again, it's going to come in and just pump triceps on dips. You know, when my triceps were the biggest they've been on camera, when I looked back, I was doing more weighted dips. And, you know, I've complained about some shoulder health stuff, but I've got my shoulders in a good situation, and I've been looking closely at my own angles and messing with these movements off camera a little bit to find where they don't hurt. And I found that today I was able to do the dips and the standing press in a way that does not inflame my shoulders. My shoulders feel great. In fact, I'm going to mess with some low bar squatting tomorrow. All right, I've got my shoulder health where I need it to be. And with some of these movements, it's going to be doing them in a way that allows me to maintain that shoulder health. But the dips, those are going to go up quick because I've been a lot stronger on 10s than that. But we'll just build back up to it. Right, the floor press were pretty much limit sets. With the dips and stuff, I feel like those are going to come up quick. I went today, and again, I may do all of this stuff for a 3-week wave at this point and then rotate it. I went with 10s today on the cambered bar on a seal row. I really like that other bar, but I feel like I need some full overhand grip because I'm doing all the neutral grip for the pull-ups. I feel like it's probably better for some of this if I go ahead and just use this bar so that I get a pronated grip to work a different angle. And again, felt a ton of upper back, ton of lat. Again, but I haven't been doing 10s. I did 5s with this stuff recently, 5s and 6s. So hopping back over to 3x10, again, a lot of pump. Because what do we need to do? We've got to get thicker. And people are like, but aren't you slow cutting? Yeah, but it's super slow. Like I'm cutting super slow, and it's slow enough that I can make gains while doing it at this point for me. So we're going to do that. And I am looking bigger. And you know, anyone who wants to argue about the way I do my back work, you guys just saw the shirtless dead hang video this weekend. Don't pretend I don't know how to train my back or that your back training is better than mine. Because my back mogs most of you guys when you guys see it shirtless. All right? I know how to train my back. And what I'm doing with some of these other movements is taking the same approach to them that I do to my back. Standing press. I went back to the original way I used to teach this years ago, which was what? False grip. Doing a straight up false grip. And I'm going a little bit wider. I'm finding that a lot of my shoulder issues I get from this movement has to do with trying to force the bar into certain positions when I don't have the most amazing shoulder structure for range of motion. I mean, we can't even call it mobility because it's not a mobility issue. It's just a hard touch of the joint. But at certain angles, I can do better. A wider grip helps me. The false grip, and that's a game changer for me again. Because I messed with a little this weekend with an empty bar, and I'm like, okay, this is really, if I'm going to overhead press, I've got to do a false grip. Puts the least stress on my shoulders. And again, I'm not worried about pausing it. Again, just a continual reps. Trying to just get those 10 rep maxes up, and we're going to try to progress on those. So all of that felt good, right? All of that felt good. And then I finished off with some hammer curls just for the grip and bicep training. Make sure that all my pull-ups and stuff continue to go up. And then I'm doing band press down separate. So if anyone's wondering about that, I'm doing high rep band work as restoration. Right, so we're getting extra tricep work as far as press downs go. But again, was a lot of tricep work today because of the floor pressing and then the dips. And the dips, I felt probably the most tricep pump I felt in a while. So I'm glad I added them back in. and we'll see how my shoulders like them for a little bit. And I might have to do some variations. But having V-bars helps because I can change just where I grip the bar, changes the width. It makes it a different exercise. And it's almost set to set because you may not even grip it in the same place each time. But overall, pretty happy with today's workout. Everything felt good, so I hope it's been informative. And I will talk to you guys next time.